How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Fate Stay Night Remastered, where we have a showdown that is about to occur. I'm really excited for this one. We have Reen and Archer, and we have Caster and her master, who I've already forgotten the name of because, I mean, come on, we don't see enough of him. Kuzuki, I think is his name. But anyways, Kirie is dead, or Kodamine, he is gone. He has been taken out of the equation. However, we do know that the previous archer was sent to work with Shinji. So, you know, very different scenarios, situation overall being set up here as we enter what I believe is going to be, you know, the rise towards the climax of this route. I could be very wrong. Either way, things are getting pretty wild. Also, it's episode 69, guys. We made it. There is only intent to kill in her tense voice. Tosuka is glaring at the enemy in front of her with a coldness I've never seen before.
始末したわ。素直に聖杯を差し出す人間でもなさそうでしたからね。後々になって邪魔をされても困るもの。
On the other hand, Caster is composed. The witch declares loudly that she has killed him herself. A gritting sound echoes through the sanctuary. That man was more like the devil than a saint to me, but to Tosuka, that priest was a fellow senior apprentice. And he was killed. Even if he was involved and prepared as a mage, it's not something she can take in so easily.
そう。それは結構。綺麗もそれぐらいは覚悟していたでしょう。けどキャスター、一つ聞くけど、あいつの死体は確認した？
I don't know if she was suppressing her anger, or if I was mistaken and she had held no anger from the start. Tosuka questions as if it doesn't concern her, and Caster dodges her question, completely changing.
何を言い出すかと思えば、そのようなこと、あなたには関係ないでしょ？
ええ、全くないわ。けど他人事でもない。あいつが本当に死んだんなら安心できるから確認しただけよ。
それはどういう意味かしら、お嬢さん。
言葉通りの意味よ、キャスター。あいつがそう簡単に死ぬ玉かっての。もしはっきりと死体を確認していないんじゃ、まず間違いなく生きているって思っただけ。
I don't know. I mean, Caster seems like the type to maybe, you know, check the corpse. Make sure that her prey actually
ない
died.
わね、あなたも。どうせ綺麗を襲うならしっかりきっかり息の根を止めておけっていうのよ。まあいいわ。やることもできたし、早めに済ませましょう、キャスター。今回は人質もいないし、気持ちよく戦えるわ。
A signal to start. Tosuka or Caster. If either of them steps forward, the sanctuary will immediately be covered in flames of magecraft.
大きく出たわね。あなた、この状況で私たちに勝てるつもりなのかしら？
やりようによってはね。幸いセイバーの制御もまだのようだし、条件は同じでしょ。それに久月先生のことも分かってる。セイバーは面食らってたけど、事前に知っていれば私のアーチャーの敵じゃないわ。
Tosuka gestures toward Archer while staring at Caster.
聞いての通りよ、アーチャー。キャスターの相手は私がする。下手に近づくと、あんたまで契約破りを食らいかねないから。
私の相手はあの男か。それは構わないが、魔術師ではキャスターにはかなわないと分かっているのか、リン。
安心して、勝ち目もないことは言い出さないわ。
Uh-huh.
キャスターは必ずここで倒す。そうすればセイバーだって元に戻ってシロと契約をし直せるでしょ。
Tosuka gets ready to fight. I feel a sense of urgency, like a wild animal about to attack its prey. As if to stop that.
理想論だな。彼女をここで倒すというのは難しい。逃げるだけならば彼女は当代一だ。何しろ逃亡のために実の弟すら八つ咲きにする女だからな。
Archer nonchalantly steps in between Tosuka and Caster.
アーチャー、ちょっと何のつもりよ。
He does not answer, Tosaka. The Red Knight confronts Caster silently, just like last time. That scenery. I think I remember seeing it somewhere.
実の弟すら八つ咲きにしたです。
Yep, wait, what did he mean by that?
知ったような口を聞くのね、アーチャー。あなたには私の正体が分かっていて。
竜の葉をよりしろとした人型はコルキス王の魔術と聞く。
Say what?
その娘、王女メディアは希代の魔女と謳われたそうだが。
The air freezes. Casker's composure disappears and enmity, like fire, is directed at Archer.
そう。なら、この場はどちらが優勢かわかるでしょ？
Archer does not answer. His expression is stony, as if he is accepting everything that is happening, as if there is no good or evil.
抵抗は無駄よ、アーチャー。あなたが何者だろうと、セイバーを取り戻すことはできない。今はまだ私に逆らう意志が残ってるけど、それに霊樹さえ使ってしまえば、今すぐにだって私の人形にしてしまえるわ。
I strain to keep myself from getting up. Not yet. Even if that's true, I need to endure. If I want to save Saber, I can't jump out now.
たとえ霊樹を使われてもセイバーなら耐えられるわ。それが1分か2分かは知らないけど、それだけあれば十分にあなたを仕留められるんじゃない？
Caster and Tosaka glare at each other, using Archer as a fulcrum. Standing in between them.
不可能だな。ここでお前を切り伏せようが、せいぜいその半身を立つ程度。その後に待つのはセイバーとキャスターを同時に敵に回すという劣勢だけだろう。
Yeah, he's defied his own master's expectations.
アーチャー、それは。
分かっているはずだ、リン。さすがにそうなっては勝ち目がない。セイバーは不完全なマスターのために能力を制限されていた。その縛りがなくなった以上、彼女は最強のサーバントだ。
He speaks in a matter-of-fact manner. Tosaka stares at Archer, stunned. Even Caster is puzzled by her sensible enemy. But not me. I've experienced something similar like this before.
まさか。
A bad feeling occupies my thoughts. That time at the temple, when he was confronting Caster and she told him to join her, how did he turn her down?
やめろ。
I mutter without realizing. Don't do it. It's not because the situation will get worse. You're Tosaka's partner, so don't do it. If that happens, I don't know what kind of expression that she'll make. Archer steps forward. He is only empty-handed. He steps forward without any enmity or intent to kill, and...
恨むなよ、小僧。
What?
こうなっては、こうする以外に道はなかろう。
He looks and smiles at me as if he notices that I was peeking.
さて、キャスター。一つ尋ねるが、お前の許容量にまだ空きはあるのだろうな。
No, there's no way he's actually gonna go through with it. There's no way.
アーチャー、あんた。
Caster laughs like it's the funniest thing that she's heard, and Archer's back is like steel. God damn it. At that, Tosaka doesn't look away. It should be fine for her to break down at a time like this, but she tries her best to act strong and clenches her teeth.
当然よ。一人と言わず、すべてのサーバントを扱えるだけの貯蔵はあるわ。私の魔力がどこから補充されているかは知っているでしょ？
Magical energy that allows her to sustain 7 servants. That is the life being pumped from the people of this town.
ならば話は早い。以前の話、受けることにするよ、キャスター。
No way. He holds out his hand to Castor in assent. I thought I was going to break down. I can't forgive him for betraying Tosaka and for approving of Castor and joining her. A hero. Even if the hero that saved many people and embodies my ideals is a man like that.
あの時は断ったのに。随分と腰が軽いのね。
状況が変わった。セイバーがそちらについたのなら、今回の聖杯戦争の勝機はお前にある。勝てる方につくのは当然の行為だろう。
I don't know. I feel like he's bluffing. He has to be. Because, especially given his actions in the Fate route, I want to say that he is bluffing here. Archer walks to Castor defenseless. That means he's leaving Tosaka. Tosaka doesn't stop him and stares at the enemy in front of her on full alert. I recognize her appearance. The red classroom. She tried to hide her shaking legs and continued to berate Tosaka, even with the collapsed students in front of her. That is her strength and weakness. She always tries to act brave in any situation, so those around her get the wrong idea that she's a strong person.
さあ、契約破りを使ってくれ。リンにはまだ令状が残っているからな。
His banter does not change. He betrayed Tosaka in front of her, yet he's still acting like before. She must have felt wariness towards the opponent. Castor takes out that oddly shaped dagger, but does not try to stab Archer with it.
どうした？労せずして忠実な部下が手に入るのだ。何をためらう必要がある？
どうかしら。私は裏切り者を信用しない。あなたの言葉が正しいのなら、コマはセイバーだけでいいのではなくて？
裏切り者を信用しないか。確かに。私はお前をも裏切るかもしれん。私は私のためにお前に下るのだからな。お前を主と認めたわけではない。だが
令樹とは裏切り者を罰するためにある。いいわ。あなた一人を御し得ないようでは私の器も知れるというもの。もとよりあなたの宝具には興味があったことだし。
Well, let's see how this goes. Castor raises her arm, the dagger in her hand that breaks contracts and is thrust at Archer's chest in a single line. Tosaka grimaces. It must be a reaction to having the contract broken by force. But this isn't the time to be hesitating over something like that. This has become the worst possible situation. Tosaka slightly retreats, still staring at them. Tosaka is calm. She understands that it would do no good to fight them now. If she wants to keep on fighting, she has to retreat for now. But there are 6 meters between Tosaka and the stairs. Is it possible for her to run that distance all at once? It's impossible. It's obvious looking from above. Kuzuki, who has been silent up until now, focuses his attention towards Tosaka. If she turns around and sprints full speed, would she be able to reach the stairs and get to the exit while dodging Kuzuki? Tosaka snorts, still staring at them. Her face. Huh. Of course that's impossible. Seems to be muttering that sarcastically. She'll die. She'll be killed like this. If I try to help her, I also won't be able to go back. The area just a few steps below me is a land of death. The master called Kuzuki and 2 enemy servants. There's no way I would get out of there alive. My throat is dry. My fingers are frozen from nervousness. It's all or nothing. Even before I can think. Tosaka moves. She runs towards the stairs at the speed of an arrow without any warning. Behind her, The slim figure's shadow catches up to her at a speed that makes Tosuka look stagnant. Kuzuki's fist will most likely hit the back of Tosuka's head. He's the one who hurt Saber through her armor. It would be easy for him to crush a human skull. I can't save her. I can't help her by myself. I can't save her just with this bamboo sword. I'll die if I go out. 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 I don't know here. We have to. I don't know if we can really choose this top option, honestly. Well, hello, sweet death. I jump down. I don't even bother using the stairs. I jump down right behind Tosuka from a height of 5 meters without knowing it. But that's it. My bamboo sword is crushed by Kuzuki's fist that tried to hit the back of Tosuka's head. Everyone opens their eyes wide in astonishment at the intruder, except for one enemy who reacts as if it's natural. There is no hesitation. It does not matter for this man who the opponent is. There are no emotion towards Shirou Emiya, who appeared out of nowhere. The Grim Reaper's nail is thrust. There's no way to avoid it. My neck will break like a stem. How unsightly. It's meaningless if I won't even last 2 seconds. Just like this, I won't be able to do anything. Not even help Tosuka. No. I've had a way out from the start. I can prepare numerous things to block the attack. If I am a mage, then it is not my body that does battle. It is none other than my magecraft creations. Then make it. Success is a matter of course. Reconstruction doesn't start from the basic framework. Okay. Danger. Read the origin itself from its concept and the creator's thoughts, expectations, morals, and faith. Okay, more danger. Lovely. That is why it is not reconstruction, but projection. It is an equal shadow cast by the true object. More danger? Yes. It does not matter how great the work is. If something has been accomplished once, well, there should be no problem recreating it. Oh, rampage. Ooh. There is another problem. Yeah, the problem is the body cannot keep up with the function my body is burning. Every cell in me ignites. My nerves let out agonizing cries, my retinas crack and dry up, and my heartbeat disappears. I ignore my body's order to stop. I omit the process of the idea of creation, the basic framework, the quality of the composition materials, the technique necessary for creating, the experience of being depended on, the accumulated years in one breath, and create Kansho and Bakuya. My whole body burns. To use projection right now would mean to die. Shirou Emiya's body cannot bear such abnormal use of magecraft. My head ignores that and gets ahead of itself, and therefore my body will perish. But there's no way that can be a problem. No, it can't be. I'll die if I create a sword? No way. This body is a magic circuit specialized for that purpose alone. I've been helped by swords and have lived with swords. Therefore, I don't know about others, but there's no way I would self-destruct over something like creating a sword. Oh, nice. We got the Steam achievement for, we projected his swords. I repel it. The weapons in my hands are the same, and the enemy I'm confronting is the same. Kansho and Bakuya are in my hands. The reproduced archer's noble phantasm repels Kuzuki's fist once again. It stopped. Kuzuki must have figured out that it would turn out the same as last time, as he slightly distances himself. My lung explodes. The breath that I've been holding bursts out of my mouth. I can't feel my left shoulder. My wound is completely opened up, and the blood stains not only my bandage, but my clothes as well. If it's not from the damage of projection, 2 blows. My left arm is destroyed just from repelling Kuzuki's fist twice. If I received one more blow, I bet a strange scene would unfold where my shoulder bone dislocated and my arm flew off, even though I got punched by a fist. I can't possibly reveal my internal conditions. I protect Tosuka's back while readying my swords. But Tosuka...
バカしろ！あんた、なんだってこんなところに来てんのよ！
has stopped and is verbally attacking me. I'm relieved. My choice wasn't wrong. I'm glad that her kindness that's hard to understand isn't gone. No, now's not the time for that. It's too early to tell if my choice was right or wrong, I know. We have yet to get out of here unwounded.
悪い。文句は後だ、どうせか。一息つけたらちゃんと聞くから。今はあいつらを何とかしよう。
Tosuka nods without a word and gets ready for battle.
手を出すと分かってはいたが、まさか飛び降りるとは思わなかった。
Sorry, I'm getting a drink. It is just so damn warm. I want my juice. Kuzuki is watching us with his fists ready to fight. He has no intention of letting us go. We are glaring at each other so that we don't let each other go. If either Tosuka or I move, he should react right away. But I can't be leisurely standing by. The wound on my shoulder is getting worse by the second. I'm losing concentration as I lose more blood. My body wasn't going to last long to start with. If we're going to run away, we have to run away as soon as possible. But we can't run away that easily. If I move, Kuzuki will obviously react. If he does, Tosuka will be the first one to be killed. I need to defeat Kuzuki to let Tosuka get away, but I don't have the power to defeat Kuzuki, and Kuzuki isn't the only enemy. Behind Kuzuki is Caster and the traitor Archer. Well, worst comes to worst, Saber might also become our enemy. Was there no exit to start with? There's no miracle where we can escape this devastating situation? I would want Tosuka to escape at the very least, but even that would require so much luck that it makes me disgusted.
そこまでのようね。あなたの乱入には驚いたけど、結果は変わらないわ。ええ、その顔では諦めもついたようだし。出てきたということは、殺されてもいいということよね、坊や。ここでおしまいにしてあげるわ。生かしておいても面倒でしょうし、ここでまとめて。
She's coming. I can only resist with all my might at this point, so I stand in front of Tosuka, putting strength into the twin swords. An intent to kill is released. Right before that reaches us,
いいや、待て、キャサー。
the Red Knight takes a hold of the atmosphere in an emotionless voice.
はあ、じゃあこの場での発言権がないことぐらい読み取ってると思ったけど。
いや、言い忘れていたことがあった。お前の軍門に下るには一つだけ条件をつけたい。
Wait, aren't you already under her control?
条件です。
ああ、無抵抗でお前に自由を差し出したのだ。その代償としてこの場では奴らを見逃してやれ。どのみちマスターとしては機能しない者たちだ。殺す価値はないだろう。
A suggestion as though it doesn't concern him. Tosuka gazes at him intently.
見逃せですって。言動の割には甘いのね、あなた。
私とて人の子だ。さすがに裏切った瞬間に主を殺したでは後味が悪い。
裏切り者のくせに よく本人の前で人並みのことを言えたものね。いいわ。今回は見逃してあげましょう。けれど次に目障りな真似をしたら、誰が止めようと殺します。それでいいかしら、アーチャー。
当然だ。この状況でなお戦いを挑むような愚か者ならば、手早く死んだ方がいい。
That must have concluded the negotiation. The killing intent that filled the sanctuary fades, and the tension to not let us go disappears.
そういうことよ、お二人さん。今回は見逃してあげるわ。さあ、敗者は敗者らしく逃げるように立ち去りなさい。
Oh, we will. I glare at Caster, but Tosika silently pulls my arm.
行きましょう。今はあいつの言う通りよ。
She whispers in my ear. I calm my breathing and turn my back to the enemy in front of me. We slowly walk to the stairs without even running. Excuse me, the distance that seemed so great is covered in just a few steps. A footstep. Tosika puts a foot on the stairs and looks back at Caster once. No, that's not it. The one she looked back at was not Caster, but that man smiling beside our enemy.
恨むのなら筋違いだぞ、リン。マスターとしてこの女の方が優れていただけの話だ。優劣が明確ならば、私は強い方を取る。
そうね。けど後悔するわよ。私は絶対に降りない。いい？キャスターを倒してあんたを取り戻す。その時になって謝っても許さないんだから。
それは無駄骨だな。まあ、自殺するというのなら止めはしないが。
She turns away and starts walking. Looking at her side profile, she's biting her lip vexingly. Yet she doesn't speed up and leaves the underground sanctuary with confident steps and without looking back. I don't know how to feel about all this. I really don't know if Archer is really just doing this double agent, bullshit or whatever, and that he'll come back. Or maybe this is just sort of what he's been looking for this entire time. We get out of the church. We didn't exchange words at all from the underground sanctuary to here. No, we have new servant data. I know exactly what it is, too. It's pretty obvious. If we go to Archer, yeah, his master is Caster. That's all there is to it on that one. My wound hurts. The sweat that formed on my forehead drips down into my eyes, and my vision becomes cloudy. Even just walking hurts my wound too. My shoulder hurts every time I take a step, and my strides are getting shorter before I realize it.
Emiya-kun?
She looks back at me as I'm falling behind. Then, Tosika suddenly looks at me with a straight face.
少し休みましょう。シロ、歩くのも辛いでしょう。
いや、大丈夫だ。このぐらいなら我慢できる。それより今は早く戻った方がいい。
Either my place or her place. It doesn't matter which one, but for now I should get Tosika back to her home ground as soon as possible.
こっちの傷は気にするな。別に毒が塗り込まれたわけでもないんだから。
I ignore Tosika's stare and start walking. Yeah, we're doing great. Ugh, how pitiful. My knee's about to snap just as I say that.
ほら、もう無茶するんだから。その傷でクズキとやり合うなんて自殺行為よ。いいから休みなさい。あいつら、私たちを追いかけたりはしてこないわ。
だろうな。けど、少しでも早く家に戻ろう。俺なら、そう辛くはない。
あんたね、そんなに血が出てて辛くないなんて言わないでよ。なんで家に戻りたがるか知らないけど、今は休む方が先でしょ。
She yells at me. Yeah, she's not quite back to her normal self yet. She's lacking her usual calmness. She's an emotional person to start with, so I'm sure her anger will be unstoppable if her brakes give way.
ちょっと聞いてるの？綺麗じゃあるまいし、そんなに血の跡をつけて歩かれても迷惑なのよ。 大体どうしてこんなことになってるわけ？そりゃ教会に行けって言ったのは私だけど、すぐにヤバいってわからなかったの？
あのな、バカにすんな。それぐらい分かったぞ。のっぴきならない事態になってるって教会を見た時から気づいてた。
ならすぐ帰りなさい、バカ。それだけじゃない。傷も治ってないのに乱入してきて、おまけにまた投影。そんなの傷が悪化するのは当然じゃない。だって言うのに辛くはないですって。はあ、もうどうかしてる。なんだってそんな無茶するのよ、あんたは。
Tosaka goes off intensely, and I love it. No, but it really isn't that painful. Besides,
だって遠坂の方が辛いだろう。だから戻ろう。家に帰れば弱音を吐いてもいいんだから。
damn. My man Shirou coming in with like the facts here. That expression that she has right there, yeah. I mean, we all know it's true. Yeah. That's why I wanted to get home as soon as possible. There's no need to act that strong. Tosaka can complain without constraint once she's back in her room at home. She wipes her face as if she messed up and turns away. I can't think of what to say. That was...
信じらんない。男の子に泣かされた。
She murmurs while looking down. Then...
父さんって、俺の手握ってるぞ、お前。
うるさい。責任取れ、バカ。
My man.
傷が痛む。よりにもよって左手を引っ張るな。
Take what you can get, honestly. This place was a foreigner's cemetery from some time ago. Once Tosaka walks down to the grassy area, she finally lets go of my hand.
あのな、父さか。今はこんな寄り道をしてる場合じゃ。
座って。いいから座って。
Her intensity doesn't let me object, so I sit down for now.
で、後ろを向いて、絶対に振り返らないこと。私の顔を見たら本当に怒るから。
I hear a sound behind me. We sit down back to back on the grass. I can't grasp what meaning there is to this. Tosaka is silent now, and she told me not to turn around. There's nothing to do, so I look up at the night sky for now. I gasp at how vast it is. Is it because we were underground for a long time? Or is it just because the starry sky is clear tonight? Either way, the winter night sky is so beautiful that it makes me forget my pain. I don't mind Tosaka's body heat that I feel through my back either. I gaze blankly at the dark sky, forgetting everything for now. How long have we been sitting like this? The person next to me talks to me in a calm voice. Oh my gosh.
独り言なんだけど。
What a beautiful scene. Minus the wound that is absolutely, you know, you can see the blood bleeding through his shirt there. I see. I can't reply if she's just talking to herself. I'll keep watching the stars in silence.
少し間違えたかもしれない。あーちゃんの言う通り、最初のうちに手段を選ばずキャスターを倒しておけばよかった。ちょっとの犠牲を気にして機会を計ってたけど、結局このままだと街中の人が犠牲になるでしょう。
Sorry, I was getting a drink. She keeps talking. This must be her whining. She's not confessing because of what I said earlier. In short, Tosaka didn't want to reflect on her actions by herself, but wanted someone else to do it.
別に愚痴を言うわけじゃないけどね。私、いつも一番大事なことばっかりしくじるのよ。2番か3番か、そういうのはさらっとできるくせに、一番大事なものだけは手こずるんだ。
The winter's sky is clear, but on the other hand, the temperature is freezing cold. I don't care about myself, but isn't Tosaka cold without a jacket? I'm a little worried about that.
アーチャーがあっち側に行ったのも、あいつだけの責任じゃないわ。結局、キャスターを野放しにしたのは私だもの。 けど、参ったな。ついさっきあんなこと言ったのにいきなり追い詰められちゃった。
She sighs deeply. I can't see it, but her breath must be white.
ちょっとここ何にって突っ込むところだと思うんだけど。
ああ。で、何に追い詰められたんだ、遠坂。
後悔はしたくないってこと。あいつは私はそういう性格じゃないって言ってたけど、今が正念場みたい。シローがあんなこと言うから余計失敗したなって落ち込んじゃった。
I see. I don't really get what she's talking about, but what Archer said is correct. Tosuka is not the type to regret anything.
そんなの今だけだろ。尺に触るけど、俺もアーチャーの意見には同感だ。遠坂は何も反省することなんてない。
どうしてよ。現にキャスターはやりたい放題でアーチャーにまで愛想をつかされた。これ私が方針を間違えたからでしょ。
それは単に失敗しただけだろ。遠坂は間違えてなんかない。間違えていないなら失敗しても胸を張れると思う。
In the process, if you walk down the path that you believe is right, you cannot be wrong. Most people would realize that the path they chose itself was wrong, but she's different. Any path that she chooses should be something that she's proud of.
そうだな。正直、俺にはお前が眩しい。俺も後悔はしない。自分のやってきたことが正しいって信じてる。けど、それは継ぎはぎだらけだ。
I won't regret anything. I want to make the tragedies that happen into meaningful things by believing that the path I took is correct.
でも、お前は違うだろ。後悔はしたらしたで、きっとその倍は仕返しをするタイプだ。俺は継ぎはぎでなんとかごまかしてるけど、お前は平気な顔で粉々にしちまうんだ。採算は取れてる。たまにしか落ち込まないだろうけど、遠坂はその後が怖い。お前を落ち込ませた相手は何倍もお前に落ち込まされると思う。
何それ、追い打ち？
あ、鬼がか乱してるうちに言っておこうと思って。でもまあ事実なんじゃないか。遠坂、このままで済ます気はないんだろ。
I also say as if I'm talking to myself while looking up at the sky. Tosuka doesn't answer, but somehow I feel like she smiled, as though she pulled herself together. And silence follows. Tosuka must have said everything that she wanted to say, and she goes silent again. I aimlessly look up at the night sky. We should be going home, but neither of us can stand up, so we just keep our backs together. Nothing wrong with that.
そういえば、どうして私を助けたの、シロ？
I can't explain. I mean, I have my answer. There are many reasons. I feel like it's silly to explain each one. That's how I feel. So I decide to tell her what I need to tell her most.
このペンダント、見覚えあるだろう。
I show her the pendant. That's what I thought. I bet she tried to hide it, but she made a mistake again.
それ、どうして？
遠坂の部屋で見つけた。あ、帰ったらびっくりするだろうけど、すまん。
I returned the pendant to Tosuka from behind her.
で、それがどうしたっていうのよ、あな。
いや、これと同じペンダント、俺の家にもあるんだ。学校でランサーに殺されかけた時、気がついたら近くに落ちてたんで。
I innocuously hint about that night. Then,
そっちにも同じものがある？
Tosuka gasps as if she saw something that she shouldn't have seen.
あれ、なんかおかしなこと言ったか？
別に。それより、どうしてそれが私を助けた理由になるのよ。別にいいじゃない、そんなペンダントなんて。
そうだな。ああ、本当はただの後付けだ。白状すると、ずっと前から遠坂凛ってやつに憧れてた。
Yes.
で、困ったことにいざ話してみたら余計好きになっちまった。 だから死んでほしくなくて、気がつけば何も考えずに飛び降りていただけだ。
あんたね、そういう歯に衣着せぬ発言はやめなさい。考えなしに思ったことを口にしてると、どこかしらで誤解を招くんだから。
Oh, there's no wrong idea here.
招くか、そんなの。俺、本当に遠坂のことを好きだぞ。
I become obstinate and immediately reply, "It's not a lie." So there's no misunderstanding to be had.
バカ、そんなだから自殺同然で飛び込んでくるのよ。この大バカ。
Tosaka repeatedly calls me an idiot. She's criticizing me mercilessly, but doesn't make me feel bad at all. The night sky is beautiful and I feel calm. Most of all, I'm really happy that Tosaka's back to her usual self.
よし、シロの言う通り、そろそろ家に帰りましょうか。ほら、手を出して。その傷だと立つのも辛いでしょ。
I grab her hand with my right hand. Tosaka lets out an energetic sound and pulls me up.
これで貸し借りはなしね。今日のことはお互いノーカウントってことにしましょう。
Yeah, that helps. I don't know what that pendant meant to Tosaka. Excuse me. I bet I would feel more indebted to Tosaka if I found out. Tosaka didn't want that, and said the incidents offset each other. That's why Tosaka shouldn't feel indebted about being helped earlier either. And we leave the foreigner's cemetery. On the way back, quietly...
助けてくれてありがとう、シロ。すごく助かったわ。
Well, yeah, he saved your life. Tosaka adds with embarrassment. I mean, if he wasn't there, Kuzuki's fist was, it was going through Tosaka's skull, or Rin's skull. It was gonna be like some Mortal Kombat shit. We go down the hill. When we're about to go back to our home ground where we can be at ease, Tosaka heads for my place instead of hers, as if it's natural. That's fine by me. But with Shirou, who's to say? We're back at my place. I never thought we would make it back alive, so the tension in my shoulders relaxes as soon as I get in the living room. I feel a bit dizzy and lean against the wall.
ほら見なさい。やっぱりまともに立ってられないじゃない、バカ。
Tosaka's right, but I think that last part was unnecessary. How many times did she call me an idiot today? I bet she set a new record today. It's possible.
ほら、こっちに来なさい。とりあえず包帯ぐらい変えないとまずいでしょ。
I nod at her stare that won't let me say otherwise and go to Tosaka.
この救急箱を使っていいんでしょ。さすが家に道場があるだけのことはあるわね。ハサミばかりか、針と糸が入ってる救急箱ってのも珍しいわ。ってほら早く服を脱いで傷を見せなさいってば。
服脱ぐのか。いや、その前に手当てぐらい自分でできる。今朝だって自分でやったんだから問題ない。
あのね、何遠慮してるか知らないけど、そもそもその傷の手当てをしたのは誰だと思ってるの？
けどあの時は
I was unconscious, so I was only causing an inconvenience to Tosaka.
あの時もこの時もないの。いいから早くしなさい。シローの傷は特別なんだから、ちゃんと見ないと治るものも治らなくなるじゃない。
How unfair. I can't complain if she tells me with a face like that.
それじゃ頼んだ。正直に言うと、さっきからやけに熱くなってる。
I give up and sit down. Seeing that my clothes are stained with blood, Tosaka gives up, taking it off and starts cutting it right away. She then quickly but carefully takes off the bandages. It must have been bad, as Tosaka slightly gasps. But I'm troubled as well. It's so embarrassing having her stare at my body so closely.
本当に無茶するんだから。せっかく治りかけてたのがまた開いてるわよ。
Oh, we're aware.
まったく。こんなの見せられたら怒るに怒れないじゃない。
She talks abusively, yet gently touches my wound. Damn, I'm getting dizzy for a different reason. I was calm even when we were that close earlier, but now my heart is unstable, and I don't know where to look. I mutter inside and hit my boiled head, but it does no good. The temperature inside my head will keep going on, or will keep on going up, there we go, if we stay like this.
遠坂、もういいだろ。血止めをして可能止め塗って、包帯を巻き直してくれればいいから。
そういうのは手当てって言わない。宣言撤回、やっぱり頭にきた。そんな気休めで外に出たわけね、あんたは。
Yeah. A slapping sound. What was that for? Tosuka slapped me on my wound without mercy.
何の恨みがあるんだ、お前。
恨みなら骨髄まで染み渡っているっていうの。それでも手加減してあげたんだから感謝しなさい。
Saying that, she takes out something that looks like homemade ointment.
今の痛かったでしょ。とりあえず壊死してる神経を治したからしばらくは痛むわよ。これには痛み止めも含まれてるけど、もともと破損した肉の代わりだから。馴染むまでは痛むけど、痛みがあるうちは無茶しちゃダメだからね。
Which means we're definitely going to be doing a whole lot of reckless shit. She applies the jelly-like substance on my wound. It looks really suspicious, but Tosuka is treating me seriously.
はい、これで終わり。あとは包帯を巻いてぐっすり寝れば、明日には幾分楽になってるはずよ。
She skillfully wraps the bandages around the wound. I'm not praising her, but her wrapping is much better than mine.
サンキュー、遠坂。なんか楽になった。
I thank her, trying not to make trying not to make eye contact.
まあ、それならいいけど、楽になったって言うんなら見た甲斐があったわ。
ああ、治らないものと覚悟してたから余計助かった。ともかく手当てをしてくれてありがとう。
そんなの当たり前でしょ。私が見る以上はきっかり直してみせるんだから。
Finishing the treatment, Tosuka stands up. Then, I don't know why, but she heads straight to the kitchen.
遠坂？
Am I seeing things? She's checking inside the refrigerator and the rice cooker.
おい、何をするつもりなんだ。
夕ご飯の支度。シロ食べてないでしょ。私も食べてないのよ。だからとりあえず夕食。
ああ、それは見ればわかる。けど、どうしてこの状況で夕飯なんだ？
なんでって当然じゃない。人間空腹でまともな案が浮かぶわけないでしょ。
She's got a fair point. And Tosuka declares while glaring at the inside of the refrigerator. Wait, what did I say? I said declare, right? I don't remember what I said. If I said the wrong thing, forgive me. I'm obviously not in the right state of mind, so we'll wrap it up there on that, and guess we'll see what happens in the next episode. Okay, maybe we're not necessarily ramping up to a climax or anything, but things are definitely getting wild. I would argue they still are. Did we get like a brownie point at any point here in this stay? Apparently there was a possibility here, but I don't think I got it, so oh well. You know, at least I tried. Damn brownie points. They're hard to come by in this route. Well, anyways, thank you all for tuning into this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.